So we already know in the U.S. and in many other jurisdictions that 3/4 of the market are not ICOs or not what would be called securities. Even in the U.S., Canada, and Taiwan, the three jurisdictions that follow something similar to the Howey test that we've talked about, 3/4 of the market is non-securities. It's just a commodity, a cash crypto. So you'll hear debates about initial coin offerings and what's a security and what's not a security. Relevant and important debate. But for 3/4 of the market, it's not particularly relevant as a legal matter, as a regulatory matter. Brodish. So we already know in the U.S. and in
What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning, afternoon, good evening. What's going on? How are you doing? It's Tuesday. I need my microphone. Here we go. Running a little late today. Oh boy. We had Gary talking about securities a couple years ago. Well, in Gary's defense, that video was from 2018, and most proof of stake networks did not exist yet. Cardano was there, but he seemed very like, hey, man, like most of this stuff isn't securities. Now he's like, oh, all of it is securities. So Gary, get your damn shit straight, right? Right, guys? How you doing? Are you in the chat? How are we on this Tuesday? I know, 409. So much video contradicting himself. So crazy. Let's see, what do we got? Let me go down here. Let's talk with you guys. What's up, Cooper Troop? Did everyone see that Guard will be getting? We saw that, didn't we? Oh, that's what I wanted. Actually, because from another, without my notes, I tweeted about what I was going to talk about today, and I can't believe I didn't add Guard my algo recovery. People show up to my show when I talk about my algo. Good morning, Gov. Good morning, John. Good morning, Mort. Maximus, what's up? Gary plus Silvio equals buddies. So, maybe there's something else going on here. How are we doing? Jake, what's up? Oh, Gary. Maximus, what's up? CJ, good morning. Robbie, good morning. Can't miss that intro, buddy. Not sure how we'll beat Fergie from yesterday. We topped it with Gary. This is a new thing I'm doing. I guess I need to keep doing it. I need to be careful, though. I don't know. It's probably Gary's fine. But and maybe Fergie doing the national anthem is fine. One day I played Half Baked. Oh, on 420 I played Half Baked. So I mean, I do want to monetize my show. I don't know. Do you guys know the rules on that stuff about me playing it? Just hope it works out. Is that what I got to do? Wilder, what's up? Chris and Crypto for Change. Django, you guys are all here. We all made it. Roomy, here we go. Brandon, all right. Cool. So, folks, what's going on? We got bear market vibes. I just made my coffee and put the little thing in, and then I took a sip and like a piece of plastic, like a large. I don't know how I got a piece of plastic in my cup, but it ended up in my mouth. It was disgusting. So that's the way my morning has started. But I'm here. I have a shirt on, and there's plants. Oh, let's turn on this backlight that doesn't do anything. Oh, look at that. Nothing. And yeah. So here we go, man. Awesome Algo podcast. Good morning. Bear market blues, man. Bear market blues. But we had some good news. Somebody pointed it out. I saw it this morning. Circle and Visa. We'll look at that in a second. We're seeing a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum, like classic, old, over 10-year-old whale wallets becoming active. that's weird. We don't know if it's just most likely people taking those profits before, a big economic catastrophe, I guess, is what they might think. Or it could have something to do with like old school paper wallets that could be brute forced a little bit easier than the way it is now. Who knows? Just as long as it's not the government, because they can have easy access to any wallet, like one guy told me a while ago, that I haven't let go of, even though I don't think it's true. Okay. Good morning, Algo Addicts and Cooperholics. Pablo, thank you for coming, man. Mike, what's going on? All right. So you know what? Let's just dive in. Let's just start. And I'm going to go to CNBC because that's how we start every time. And I'll be there quick. It won't take a long time. If you hate CNBC, we move on quick. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's go to CNBC, see how futures are. Earnings reports are coming out. We'll look at that in a second. I'm sure we're going to find out some right here. I know GM outperformed, drove their Chevy to the levee, and had a good earnings report, folks. Anybody else listen to that song when they were a child? Because their dad wasn't around. All right, folks, let's go. All right. GM to end production of electric Chevy Bolt. Isn't that like their most popular electric vehicle? Seems weird. It's kind of ugly, but I'm pretty sure that's one of the more popular EVs in the US. Well, they must have a reason. GM to end production of electric Chevy Bolt, its first mass market EV, later this year. I'm tempted to... Okay, fine. I want to know. Can you guys see all this anyways? All right. Sorry, guys. I want to know. Because that seems weird. Yeah. A large majority. They must be coming up with a better one. All right. They're moving on from Chevy Bolt to electric trucks. All right. I guess it's old technology. It's not good enough. Okay, by the way, futures are trending down, but not drastically. Because traders are pouring through key earnings reports. But GM raises to 23 guidance as first quarter earnings beat expectations. Now, a lot of these earnings expectations I've been reading that there's been a lot of low expectations. You know what I mean? Like the way I like to keep it. I mean, the market is basically approaching earnings like I approach this show. I'm like, guys, I'm going to do this for 90 days straight and just show up. Okay. That's basically, all GM had to do was show up to work every day, and they were able to beat earnings. I'm sure they did better. I'm joking. But I know that there are some concerns that the expectations were set so low that it's artificial. Okay, so we're getting, we're going to look at this in a second, but we're getting Google after markets close. Biden's is going to wheel himself in there for re-election. Magic the Gathering card game can boost Hasbro by 45%. Really? Do a lot of people still play Magic? Okay, NVIDIA is going to get rid of hallucinating AI. McDonald's beat earnings. I knew that was going to happen. Pepsi raises outlook as they beat expectations because, folks, inflation, their costs may have barely gone up, but they know that all of us are like, oh, things are more expensive. So they're just like, well, we'll charge more for it. It's great. We got to start just collectively being like, okay, inflation's done. So then these people have to get it together, I guess. All right. That's enough. Let's go to Bloomberg. All right. Wish that noise would stop. Can you guys hear it? It's been going on since the beginning. Is there anything here? No more Tucker. No more Don Lemon. Some of you out there, you Lemonites and your Tucker heads, feeling the withdrawals, they'll be back, guys. Don't you worry about Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson. They'll be back. They should do, what was that show a long time ago on CNN? It wasn't Paul Begala and Carville. It was, or was it even on CNN or was it on Fox? The one where the Republican battled the Democrat. Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson should do that. What was that called? Not Hardball. Hardball was Chris Matthews. Does that show still exist? Does Chris Matthews still exist? I don't care. All right. Clarence Thomas's billionaire friend. Okay, I don't care about that either. A lot of Blue Sky, man. Blue Sky's going to kill Twitter, isn't it? Jack Dorsey's a savage. That's crazy. Get back to me. I want to try Blue Sky. Decentralized. Jack Dorsey was like, here you go, Elon. I'm your buddy, man. Bitcoin. I just love it. And yeah, you fix Twitter. And they were like, okay, well, here we are. We're going to do our decentralized Twitter. And it's going to be way better. And Blue Sky is great branding. So I don't know, guys. But I hear it's pretty straightforward and very barren right now. So if you have an invite to Blue Sky and you want to invite me to Blue Sky, I'd like to try it out and lock in my handle. Okay, we're going to talk about all this stuff, but right now we're going to keep on moving. I'm not seeing anything here that has me, I think, is Meta today too. I think we got Meta and Google after, but we're going to look at that in a second. We got Coinbase taking on the SEC. We got the other guy at Terra being indicted in South Korea. And then we got the only way to stop bank runs is to get rid of banks. If you don't have banks, you can't run on them. Republican stablecoin bill, we'll look at that as well. But we're not going to do that at the top. All right, moving on. Let's go to CoinDesk. I get a little sneak peek at the price action when I go to CoinDesk first, and it's exactly the same at Bitcoin. I'm only really looking at Bitcoin. Okay, Alchemy Venture Arm wants to align with Web3 missionaries, not mercenaries. Okay. DeFi protocol DFlow raises $5.5 million to bring purchase order flow to crypto. Okay. Some Genesis creditors file for mediator assistance over amount of DCG contribution reorganization. It's a word salad. Nobody wants to read. Who wants to read that? Whoever wrote that titles needs to write it again. Okay, Bitcoin Tether, most liquid. Where's the Visa? I figured that would be at the top of the list here. Did I miss it? What's going on here? Let's just look at this because this is fun. I know some of you are Pepe holders. Sorry, I didn't join you guys. But holding suggests risk for traders. Okay, let's scare you out of your Pepe bags. Millions of dollars worth of Pepe tokens are held by just a few wallets, with one such wallet seemingly a meme coin bull. It's the best. It still makes you laugh. That's why this works. Because this picture, I've been looking at this damn picture for years. And it's just funny. It's a funny picture. All right, the largest Pepe coin holder is sitting on more than 1 million worth of the token, even as concentration risks loom over the short-term future of the trendy meme coin. Analysts have raised concerns about the behavior of investors who bought relatively large amounts of Pepe after its issuance on Ethereum, turning about 1,200 of initial capital to over 9 million in just a few days. That sucks. The frenzy surrounding the frog-themed token last week sent market capitalization of a few $1,000s to over 150 million and created massive hype, attracting liquidity from traders and spurring scores of lookalike tokens on other blockchains. Exit liquidity remains a concern. That's where you guys come in. Data shows trading pools for Pepe Coin on decentralized exchange Uniswap hold less than 4 million in available liquidity as of Tuesday. So a sudden sale by a top holder is likely to immediately dunk prices. Trading volumes for Pepe on centralized crypto exchanges have ballooned to an average of 300 million daily, but market liquidity remains relatively thin, which may again cause a steep drop in prices should a large holder liquidate their holdings. But they can manipulate it up as well, folks. The wallet holding the largest amount of Pepe is sitting on over 1.1 million worth of the tokens after acquiring them for a few $100s worth of Ether. The same wallet also owns 1.1 million in Shiba and 1 million in Flocky, suggesting the owner is an active meme coin trader. The investor holds $43,000 worth of Ether. That's hilarious. It's probably time to start finding your exit, meme coin whale, on some, like on Flocky. Why don't you start with Flocky? While this wallet holds the largest amount of Pepe in a single place, other top holders may have spread their holdings across several wallets. Yes, they did. Data from Look On Chain shows 5 wallets connected to Pepe Sex wallet, which received funds from the Pepe deployer contract. Okay, this is enough. These sales were mainly made through Uniswap, and a smaller amount was sold on crypto exchange Huobi. All right. Okay. All right, let's just read this, guys. What's more worrying, 5 days ago, Pepe had 2 major clusters that had links with 5% of the supply each. Based on the current valuation, 5% of the supply equals to 140 million. 5% equals 7 million, which is once again higher than all the available on-chain liquidity. The suspicious behavior has been confirmed by transaction timing. The wallets have been freshly created and funded for the sole purpose of purchasing Pepe a few minutes after its listing. That's a really surprising coincidence. All right. Well, guys, we tried. It's going to be okay. Oh, I never shared it? God damn it. Well, you guys heard the soothing sounds of my voice as I discussed it. I apologize. I'll never do it again. I definitely will. All right. So, but now you see consensus. Any of you going to make me jealous and go to consensus? All right, let's look at CoinMarketCap. And guess what I'm going to do this time? I'm going to share it. All right, Bitcoin 27.4. Only 15 million, 15.5 of liquidity or volume. I mean, only 15.5 million volume. Thin. Ethereum 8 million volume. Thin. 1,800. Okay. XRP is definitely trending down 12% over the last 7 days. Cardano definitely trending down 38 cents, 14% down in the last 7 days. You got Polygon pushing down, Polkadot's pushing down there. It's up there with the big boys, down 15%. Litecoin is doing actually pretty well comparatively, only down 12%. We're going to talk about the Litecoin halving coming up soon, and how the Litecoin halving has behaved traditionally much differently than the Bitcoin halving. Halvening. Shiba Tron, who cares? I don't like AVAX. Sorry, that's down 20%. It's not that I don't like. I just don't like. I don't like it. I've never really used it though, so maybe it's great. Chainlink down 20%, 18%. Cosmos has been stuck around 10, 11 bucks. Monero's about the same place it always is. Aptos on sale for $9.99, down 21%. Arbitrum down 25% in the last 7 days, $1.32. Near keeps on pushing down. Why is Near pushing down so much? Because it had, I guess, that pump that was a little irrational. It did well a couple weeks ago, but it's down 21%. 187. How's their volume? It's okay. Better than Algorand. Algorand's going to be testing 18 cents today, unless we get a better day. And it's just none of feel like no momentum. I feel no momentum. Down Quant is ahead of Algorand. Algorand's at number 41 now at about 18.25, down 18%. over the last 41 days. 41 days, 7 days. Oh my God. 41 is the number on CoinMarketCap. It's okay, guys. You guys are going to forgive me. Stacks on stacks on stacks. Hey, maybe Stacks is going to get back to 25 cents so I can buy it at where I regretted not buying it. Oh, man. My refrigerator. The refrigerator here just shut up. I feel peace. Okay. Tezos is below $1. All right. That's enough. I'm just telling you the prices on CoinMarketCap. That's hilarious. I do it every day. So why am I surprised? I usually kind of look at the volume too, and I didn't really look at that. But we saw that Algorand volume is not great, 40 million. We saw near volumes a little better at 60. These are the guys that I like to look at. Hedera is, they have no volume. I don't know why you guys love that thing, but I don't. I've done a lot of research on it too, but I think some things have changed, but not necessarily my favorite. But I know some of you do, so I could be missing it. It's fine. I'm going to miss a lot of things. All right. Vestige. What are you doing, Vestige? If you don't know what Vestige is, it's your go-to place for Algo and Algorand ASAs, Algorand standard assets. So look at this, guys. We got Chips still holding the throne with the most TVL. Chippy Chip. We're going to be getting some farms on some of these tokens soon. We got Chippy Chip coming up at Tiny Man. DeFly is going to have Tiny Man packed, and I'm assuming maybe Humble as well. I haven't heard a lot about what Humble's going to do with their DeFi rewards. Maybe Chris or Andrew or Shaman, whoever is in the chat, you can tell us what they're going to do with the farms, or I could just look on Twitter, and you probably have already posted it. Opal pushing down a little bit, 16 cents. We've been used to seeing that around 18. Bank, man. Yeah. It's hard, I know a lot of us, hopefully for all of you that locked up bank for a long time to get better farming rewards, you were able to earn those farming rewards. It just feels bleak. It feels bleak. But I'm rooting for you, AlgoFi. I hope everything works out. Okay, Cosmic Gold down a bit. Yieldly, look at how many zeros. Oh my God. Look at that. It's trying to get this zero. Come on, man. Some green across the board for Finite. But the volume in the last 24 hours is not great. Neither is it for Akita, which they're doing cool stuff. They built a really nice staking website. I know V2 is coming soon. I didn't even use my link for Folks Finance. How am I going to expect you guys to use my link? I didn't even use it for me or my wife. I'm such an asshole. Anyways, okay. All right. So there we go, folks. But, look, volume last 24 hours, it's over 10,000. So there's actual volume happening with Chips. Opal last 24 hours, 36,000. So when you're talking Algorand ASAs, honestly, you're talking, and Planet's over 10,000. You're talking Planet, you're talking Chips, you're talking Opal. If one of your main concerns is volume. All right. Cool. Let's go, Algorand. Give us some damn good news. There was some good news, and I think we'll lead with that. Let's lead with that. Did you guys hear? If you're new to the show, if you're new to the world, actually, I'll go to you guys real quick. I'll look at you, scream at me to share my screen on that earlier moment. Page 7 is Taco Coin. Taco Coin's in there too. Got to call. Stop it, Mike. Stop it. Mike wanted me to do this. All right. Captain Obvious Mike was pointing out old silly Coop as he was scrolling around and not just doing this. So we got Opal is king, Planet is queen, and Chips is a degenerate gambler in the corner drinking a 40. Yieldly, I mean, I guess because they, there they are. Cosmic Gold is another guy with some volume. Vote Coin did not qualify for the TVL, but they have some volume. DFly has volume. There you go. Bank has some volume. But so these are the volume leaders. And most likely how I'm going to organize this in the future. So I do like seeing some of those smaller coins though, like Finite and stuff like that. So maybe I won't always do that. All right, done. Not a ton of volume in the ASA market. All right, but let's go real quick. I'm glad I came back and we got to look at that easier. Let's see. Let's look at this real quick. Earnings calendar today is the 25th, right? Yep. So we got Microsoft. So no, Meta's tomorrow. We have Microsoft today. That's a big one. We have Google, another big one. Visa, they had their big announcement today that we need to look at. Pepsi, McDonald's and Pepsi beat earnings. We already saw that. So the only big shoe to drop today, I mean, there's a bunch. Look at all these earnings. General Motors outperformed. Okay. That's enough. Microsoft, Google, Visa, Pepsi. So Microsoft and Google, that we're waiting. How did you do, Microsoft? Microsoft has been doing great with their Google business, or their Google business. Yeah, Microsoft is doing great with their Google business. Microsoft is doing great with their cloud business and AI. Didn't they? They've made some big purchases. I mean, isn't ChatGPT owned by Microsoft now? So I'm sure Microsoft is going to be A-okay. Google and AI, they've kind of fell back a little bit. Bing, the Bing search engine, I read a while back, Bing search engine is being considered as the default on Samsung because of its AI capabilities, which would be a huge blow to Google. So it is very possible that we get bad. I think Microsoft is probably going to be fine, but it is possible that we get something bad from Google. Okay, but that's not what I was looking for. And then the reports, I think the economic calendar, I don't think today was that. What? Okay. Do we get anything good today? Today's Tuesday. Oh, that's why. I thought today was, sorry, today's Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think there's anything big. Consumer confidence, I guess that can be important. Home sales. All right. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And I think, is that when we find about GDP? No. Okay. Core durable goods. Oil inventories probably will not look great, right? Because we've been tapping it. We've been tapping that oil. All right. Moving on. Sorry, guys. Okay, I went down a wormhole right there. I still feel stupid for not sorting by volume, and I'm emotionally dealing with that. And now I have a nemesis. His name is Mike. Just kidding. Mike, I love you, dude. Just fucking around. All right. Okay, let's look at Guard. Guard made just like an out of the blue announcement, and we've heard nothing from anybody else. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, hey, look at this. And so we got My Algo Hack. This is a community update, and they discuss they've had a lot of internal changes, and they're a lot of internal changes, which it's got to be hard. They've gone through a lot. They went through the loss of all that money, but it seems like they've recovered a lot. They got confrontational with the community. They started to make demands that the community didn't like. Now they have a huge turnover in the team. I know I wish them luck, but let's go to here. My Algo Hack recovery of funds. We were recently informed by authorities that approximately 35% of our stolen funds that were compromised by the My Algo hack are recoverable, which is great news. There is still an ongoing investigation in regard to the rest of the funds that the community has lost. We are hopeful that the hacker will be caught and that the community will help support some form of restitution for individual users, not institutional holders that lost algos in the hack. Cool. And I thought I had. Okay, so then we got our buddy, friend of the show, Michael Jordan. He's going to Consensus 2023. So if you go to Consensus, you go to that rooftop party, go shake MJ's hand. He's a sweetheart, and I'm sure he'd love to meet you. Breaking, AlgoGuard claims 35% of the stolen funds from the My Algo hack are recoverable. Purple heart. AlgoGuard is well capitalized to keep building and plan to support the protocol and community. Thank you, Riley and Guard team, for the update and continuing to build. Some positivity from Michael Jordan. And then Riley responded, appreciate the kind words. MJ, want to clarify, recovery of funds is case-by-case specific. This only applies to Guard. Some have larger recoveries and some smaller. Lots is pending. Okay, and then Caesar asked how. Did anybody answer? Yeah, almost certainly those funds are frozen at exchanges that the hacker tried to close out. Make a sense. Make a sense. So that's pretty great, right? People are starting to get their money back from the My Algo hack. There's nothing left for them to drain. It's, why aren't we talking about this? Is there a reason? Are they trying to not let the hacker know? I mean, I don't understand. Why aren't they saying, hey, we've recovered this amount. Guys, we're on the case. And maybe you guys have a legal reason why they wouldn't do that or a investigative reason. But to me, this is fantastic news. And it is not, I mean, I guess I'm talking about it, but it's like, hey, like, let's switch the narrative, folks. If you want to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But all I know is that the fact that they got 35% of their stolen funds back and others have gotten even more than that, and unfortunately others got less, I think that that's good news, and it makes it sound like somebody is doing something for these people that have lost money. So good on Guard for actually making this announcement and bringing this to people's attention. And if there's a good reason, I apologize. But like, if there isn't a good reason and you're just trying to move on from it and hope it goes away quietly, I think that's bullshit. And I think you guys should be making a lot of people that have been beaten to the ground feel better with news like this. Maybe I'm ranting right now. And if I just pressed notifications right here, I'd be Algo Foundation. Hey, everybody. Recovery's going well. Sent 20 minutes ago. Cooper yelling about it. All right. So that's enough. So there is some sort of recovery. Maybe you guys know more and you're going to be like, hey, Coop, they've actually like already sent a tweet, dude. It's all good. Don't be upset. Let's see what you guys say. Let's not share that. Let's put this like this, and let's go here. Let's go down here. Robbie, I would purchase that guard auction, but I need 35,000 guard, which is legit impossible to get with 75% slippage. What happened? Okay, what are you guys talking about? Okay, you guys are upset at guard. What are you guys talking about? Now, see, now I'm over here talking, and you guys, I'm just yammering away, and you guys are having an interesting conversation, and I'm missing out. If Google doesn't develop a competitor to ChatGPT, Bing could really dominate the search market. It's crazy. Let's hang out at C4C. Don't know what that. Come and Coop. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. What are you guys talking about? Oh yeah, right. Sorry. Yeah, see, it's actual helpful information. Don't forget, Opal is ETH as well. Yeah, and has 1.2 million daily volume over both. Yeah, you know what? I should actually. I'm sure CoinMarketCap does a better job. I should actually look at Opal on CoinMarketCap instead of Vestige, to be fair to them. And then also, there's other Planets, I think, is on other exchanges. There's a couple that have other Yieldly's on other exchanges. So we'll see. Something was being delisted from MEXC recently. Which one was that? There's a ASA being delisted. You guys know? Y'all see Coinbase is joining the Celsius bid? Oh, Coinbase is joining the Celsius bid with Arrington? But Arrington deleted that tweet in his thread. Well, I saw the Celsians website, which, can we look at that real quick? They irritated me, but let me go. It was such a stupid tweet by these Celsians people. I'm kind of got sucked into the Celsius thing because I'm interested. Obviously, it's today. I think it's, it might be at like 1 Eastern. There's an auction. It starts today, and it's going to be the Arrington group, and then there's a couple other groups that they're all going to auction for this. I'll be in the inflatable dick costume, so Crypto for Change is going as a penis. Yeah, governor's hat. I think aren't they on Huobi too? Hat. Yeah. Also, I remember them insulting people's reading comprehension on multiple occasions. That didn't set well with me. Yeah, she's Riley is a fiery person and opinionated, and doesn't seem like the type of person that is all that scared to say what she thinks. And so that's why I figured, she can take it from me when I say what I think. Wait, what about me? So Chris Swenner is also going to go as a penis with Crypto for Change is what I'm taking from that exchange. Riley on at least 2 spaces during that time, granted, was in response to people being dicks, but crazy. Okay. Robbie, I would purchase that guard auction, but I don't know what you guys are talking about there. From an investigative standpoint, it's great news. The main issue is that the funds still not on exchange may not move to exchange. Okay, so that's what they want to keep it quiet. Okay, yes, tough spot. Can you mint some guard liquidation? Oh, gotcha. Not upset. Okay. Can't you just make a CDP with existing assets and borrow guard, or would a borrow? Okay, where you guys are really talking about guard right now. Today's the day. Michael is heading to auction shortly. Okay, so we'll look at Michael Arrington's Twitter profile in a second. Honestly, Arrington buying Celsius is kind of bullish. Honestly, I think you're right. I think Arrington and them and their plan, I am not in any way deeply informed on this. But their plan sounded good and a real way for the people that were holding on Celsius, which I know people with significant amount of money on Celsius. Yeah, and I didn't really understand. Let's look real quick. So we'll start with that because that's happening today. Let me just real quick, where do I have it? Rest in peace to Alandia. I guess I'll do that real quick because we were talking about Algorand. Alandia was a where you could use your NFTs as collateral. Good afternoon, Algorand community. I have some unfortunate news to share today. This is an incredibly difficult decision. As of today, Alandia will begin winding down operations. Existing loans and loan periods will be honored. The app will continue to be accessible until the last loan has been either repaid or foreclosed. This is an incredibly hard decision to make, but due to a number of factors, it's one I cannot avoid. I want to thank everyone that used Alandia, supported Alandia, and ultimately supported each other through a very interesting DeFi NFT use case. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Justin. Oh, Justin. That's a nice message. That's the way you go out, folks. Cheers to Alandia. You built something cool that brought a lot of energy to the ecosystem, and you are exiting with class. Some good news. Algo HQ from Folks Finance. Look at that guy wearing shorts on stage. This guy doesn't care. Look how little this man cares. He's on stage. He's wearing shorts. Sorry. Not supposed to wear shorts on stage, Algo HQ. All right. I wear shorts literally every single day of my life, but but I wouldn't do it on stage. It's just ridiculous. But okay, on stage at Algo House, it must have been hot. NFTs as collateral. There you go. So it looks like Folks Finance is angling to fill the hole that Alandia is creating. And we also got to talk about where's this at? This was supposed to be part of our early. I didn't look at gold, silver, and I didn't look at this because I want to add this now. I'm going to have a whole list of things that we're going to have to look at before we start. But this is the fear and greed. Right now we are in greed. It says neutral, but we're basically in greed. Greed is from 50 to 74. So we're getting, still in the green. All right. Okay, let's just look a real quick overview, and then we're going to go to Twitter for most of the information because a lot of this stuff has already, it's going fast because it's happening today. But so right here, we have the three-way bidding war for Celsius. So let's just understand what's going on here. New bidders include Fahrenheit LLC and the Blockchain Recovery Investment Committee backed by Gemini. So the Fahrenheit LLC is the one we've been talking about, Arrington. Blockchain Recovery Investment Committee is backed by Gemini and Van Eck. Okay. Celsius is scheduled to go to auction Tuesday with new bidders. Nova Wolf Digital Management is the stalking horse bidder, which I believe is that they were the first bid, a low bid, meaning the company set the initial low-end bid. Just keep reading, Coop. Other bidders are Fahrenheit LLC and the Blockchain Recovery Investment Committee, according to Saturday court filing. What has happened to the stakers of Celsius is a tragedy and has affected the entire industry. Arrington, we want to help put the pieces back together, and we will work tirelessly to do this. It's not a simple asset thing. They're going to try to make stakeholders whole using the genius of all of their people. The Blockchain Recovery Investment Committee includes Van Eck. The auction is set to begin Tuesday at 2 p.m. in New York. So I was wrong, not 1, it's 2. So 11 o'clock my time. Celsius filed for bankruptcy in July. We don't need a history lesson there. Okay, so we got that. That was sort of unnecessary. Okay, we already watched that. Let's go here. And let's look at Michael Arrington. What you got, Michael? You're on a camel. Michael Arrington on a camel. In 2014, he tweeted buying Bitcoin. Good call. All right, today we all convene, not as competitors, but to work together to find the best solution for creditors, to right a wrong and help repair our industry. It's very political. Sounds good. It sounds like like if you did that in Barack Obama's voice, it would be very inspirational. And not my voice. Today. Okay. I do not do impersonations. We are excited to bring this process one step closer to completion today. Okay, now is the time for all factions of Celsius to come together to give bidders the welcome that makes them compete and even overpromise on their bids. Squeezers, Dixon fans. Okay, so there's a whole group of different people in this Celsius debacle that are all fighting and hoping to get their money back. I hope they get their money back. Sam, an amazing artist, is one of the smartest business people I know. His advice on headphones isn't super relevant to most entrepreneurs, but okay, what am I reading? Just started reading, folks. Did you guys mint? I almost minted this, but then the gas was stupid. This kind of looks like Nimble's old logo. All right. Let's look at Celsius. So let's see. We're going to be excited how this goes. I wanted to see this Coinbase thing. Celsians. Okay. If Fahrenheit's team wins the bid, Coinbase would distribute liquid cryptocurrencies to creditors. I think that these guys are negative on Arrington. So, but is there something wrong with this? Don't creditors have no access to anything at this point? I think it's actually bullish that Fahrenheit is got Coinbase on board. Okay, this is what irritated me. This is so stupid. If the crypto market goes up significantly during the next bull run, it could potentially make everyone whole in dollarized terms. Celsius could then be able to get out of Chapter 11 by selling all the coins. Most creditors would lose a massive amount of coins in kind value. Oh, okay, good. Sorry, never mind. You have to press see more. Getting out of Chapter 11 before the next bull market is the utmost priority for Celsians. You got to get this over and get everybody their tokens back. But then he fuds Arrington about saying that he invested in Nexo. I don't know. I'm not very in the know here, folks, about this whole Celsius thing. It's depressing, and you get into it, you can't talk about it because people have lost a ton of money. And look, I'm just going to watch, like all of you. We're all going to watch this shake out. It'll be interesting to see who wins the auction. It seems like if if there's three of them, the winner is probably the shark. You know what I mean? The one that's going to steal the most from the people. I'm laughing, but the person that's going to be willing to bid the most money is hopefully not the person that is going to steal the most money from the whole process. So, I mean, sometimes you just side with the devil. Michael Arrington seems like a good guy, an interesting guy for sure. I don't know. I'm sure he has a checkered past. I have no idea really, but I kind of like his no fucks given attitude, and what he has said about what they plan to do sounds right. So so I'm siding with that, but it's an uninformed opinion. All right. So we really should talk about this though. Here we go. The chief legal officer at Coinbase. So today we filed a narrow action in the U.S. Circuit Court to compel the SEC to respond yes or no to a rulemaking petition we filed with them last July, asking them to provide regulatory guidance for the crypto industry. The SEC is required by law to respond to petitions within a reasonable time. They have not yet responded to our petition from last July, which is why we filed our action in court today. It's obvious that there's a lack of clarity among our regulators regarding crypto, as even the chair of the SEC has declined to say which crypto assets are securities. The crypto industry and its users need clear laws and rules to follow that are built for a new technology. Enforcement actions based on inapplicable securities laws aren't answers. And then it's a ton of comments saying you guys should list XRP and where is my Flare airdrop. But that's pretty damn, it's pretty good. It's good that they're pushing back, that they're not going to go out. A lot of times, these companies do not push back on the regulators because the regulators can cause their lives a lot of harm. So that's why you see, especially in the United States, you see a lot of people just compliant, and you have to just deal with the regulator says, because usually it's definitely not in the people's financial best interests that are at the top of these companies to actually push back on regulators. But Coinbase is saying, you guys haven't done shit for us. We're going to actually fight back. So Coinbase is the right guy to be pushing back at the SEC. They're a public company with some very impressive friends like BlackRock. All right. And then there's the article that I found first on this. Let's see, where are we at? Bitcoin pushed down a little bit. Litecoin's still in the green. I did want to talk about the Litecoin halving coming. Oh my God, it's already 7. That's what happens when you start 8 minutes late. The U.S. crypto giant is taking the market's regulatory agency to court in order to force the SEC to respond to a petition that the company filed aiming for a rule specific to digital assets. We just read about that. All right. Good enough. Talked about the Celsians. I played you, Gary. Okay, we got to talk about this, because this is kind of the talk of the town here, huh? Bitcoin's dormant addresses awaken. Mt. Gox linked wallets move millions. Okay, so what we're finding right now is that there was a large ETH wallet that hadn't been active for like a decade, and they just moved 1 ETH. And we're seeing a ton of Bitcoin addresses doing the same. Bitcoin's novelty. Okay, we don't need to read his interest. Nothing can topple Bitcoin's price more than intense selling pressure. Oh, really? And that pressure is typically caused by Bitcoin holders who acquired BTC under $1,000 per coin, who are now considered whales. This is why it's essential to understand the scope of this potential danger. Okay. Fortunately, having a public blockchain makes that easier. Up until September 2017, when the price of Bitcoin was 4,900, data shows nearly 5 million dormant BTC as a cumulative sum. 5 million out of 21 million. Such a drastic price difference would then provide plenty of incentive to awaken. The largest dormant address holds 80,000 BTC, 2.2 billion, having gone dormant in March 2011. Its last activity was recorded this Monday, sitting at an unrealized profit of 2.2 billion at press time, just a 76,000 value difference from the wallet's balance. That's a confusing paragraph. Even older but minor BTC wallets have taken advantage of Bitcoin's rally this year. In February, an 11-year-old wallet profited $9.5 million for exchanging 412 BTC. Also this Monday, a 12-year-old wallet became active, holding 1,000 BTC. Sent out 400. Awakening of decade-old addresses is expected, given the Mt. Gox BTC repayment release. Even if old Bitcoin whales are not directly tied to the bankrupt exchange, they may be spurred on by the expected sell pressure. What Binance is today was Mt. Gox in 2014 when it was hacked. Bitcoin price was at $606, with the exchange holding 850,000 BTC. After April 6, 2023, when the repayment deadline was set, some of those whales became active. On April 19th, the Mt. Gox linked wallet moved 2,071 BTC, still holding 109 million worth of Bitcoins. Employing blockchain forensics, Ergo BTC analysts linked the wallet to another address, assuming to belong to Jed McCaleb, founder of Mt. Gox, Ripple Labs, and Vast as his last aerospace project. Isn't Jed the Stellar guy too? Or am I being ridiculous? Having not enough coffee. I'm tired today. These coins are sourced from the Gox saga and possibly controlled by Jed McCaleb. 2 transactions for 5,000 BTC were sent to Kraken and Coinbase. Forbes estimates McCaleb's net worth at $2.4 billion. Overall, Mt. Gox trustee Nubiaki Kobayashi has held 142,000 BTC for auction to repay the exchange's creditors. Will BTC buying wave compensate the selling wave? Following a strong rally this year, even topping 30,000 on April 13th, Bitcoin is back to the March 29th level of 27.4. This 3,000 correction is somewhat expected despite the 70% gains in Q1 due to the hostile regulatory environment in the US. Specifically, due to the downfall of 2 crypto-facing banks, Silvergate and Signature, this caused external liquidity on exchanges, as evidenced by the lowest market depth in March since the collapse of Terra. In short, there wasn't enough liquidity juice to sustain the Bitcoin rally, combined with uncertain macro conditions such as the looming recession and Mt. Gox fallout. This rally was somewhat expected to have short legs. Despite being perceived as an on-risk asset, Bitcoin is primarily a long-term investment against currency debasement. While sources of uncertainty remain, we think the pathway to 100,000 level is becoming clear. This coincides with the expected Fed pivot. All right, here. Okay. So you see what's going on, guys. There's going to be a lot of Bitcoin being sold. All right, and they're waiting for the moment, and the moment will be whether this has legs to go back up. It seems like, but they could also manipulate this market, but then it could get sold. There's a lot of games, a lot of whale games happening, and I don't know what happened here. There's this dude. He's always talking about this. Sir, why are you moving those BTC bids? Oh. And they moved it down to 25. We're headed to 25, folks. We're headed to 25. All right. That's fine. So plan accordingly. And that's not financial advice because it's just what I think. BitBoy, have you guys heard about what our buddy BitBoy is going through? Crypto influencer and FTXK says a Bahamian pig tweet was a joke. Joking, man. What are you guys doing? As judge warns him to be careful. BitBoy Crypto, Ben Armstrong, was in court on Monday and said a photo he tweeted last week of a pig had been a joke, not harassment. A federal judge urged him to be careful about his future communications. BitBoy Crypto influencer told the federal court on Monday that a tweet he posted from the Bahamas last week had been a joke and should not be considered as harassment or a threat. He was told to be careful. Armstrong, who's among the influencers named in a class action lawsuit for allegedly promoting now bankrupt crypto exchange FTX, was banned from tweeting threats directed at the lawyer who brought the case, Adam Moskowitz, and his firm's clients last week after he missed a scheduled court appearance so that he could attend a cruise with fans. The Monday court appearance in Miami was full of color, with Judge Melissa Damian of the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of Florida at one point asking Armstrong to correctly pronounce maybe I should make sure, Moskowitz instead of saying Mouskowitz. Armstrong said it hadn't been on purpose and noted that he had also mispronounced his own lawyer's name. I didn't read that yet. Armstrong was giddy about being able to defend his name in court. I've been like a kid on Christmas to clear my name. I've been attacked, and I would like to clear my name. Armstrong apologized for missing the hearing last week and said fans had paid a lot of money to attend the cruise. He told the judge that he believed that Moskowitz had tried to, or Moskowitz, I don't know how to say it either, sir. I think one of those might be right, had tried to schedule the hearing on a day he knew that the popular YouTube personality would be unable to attend. He posted a tweet that day with a shirtless photo of him next to a pig. Guys, I missed court, but still ran into Adam and we made up. Photos of me and Adam sponsored by steak.com. There you go. So BitBoy apologized for the language he said in emails and said he didn't make the calls. I'm cautioning you to be careful, the judge says. Think before you publicly comment. Because free speech can become harassment. And he should also tell his followers to not harass. And so he says he's never worked with FTX. I don't have evidence that I didn't work with FTX, he said. That's like saying, well, I didn't have evidence that there was an elephant in the room I wasn't in. At the end of the day, I'm going to comply with what the court wants me to comply with, he said, when asked about tweets he might make in the future. He said he'd been planning the Swimming with the Pigs event for months. When I got on the boat on Monday, I realized, oh, you know what? I'm going there on Thursday and the day of the hearing, and I'm going to be able to basically take this picture with the pig. because honestly, what he's done is disgusting. There you go. So what's this? Genesis creditors reject previously agreed bankruptcy restructuring plan. A group of Genesis creditors rejected the restructuring deal agreed in February. Parent company DCG said the rejection leaves the months-long bankruptcy process in an uncertain place. A group of Genesis creditors rejected the restructuring deal agreed in February, throwing the months-long bankruptcy process into turmoil. More than 2 months after all parties agreed to a comprehensive settlement that was submitted by Genesis Capital to the bankruptcy court, a group of Genesis Capital's creditors have reneged and raised all new demands. We do not know if the hundreds of thousands of individual creditors are aware of this development, but the latest maneuver will prolong the court process, cost more money, make sure creditors get less of it. All right. We'll talk about Litecoin tomorrow. I do want to talk about it, but I don't know that we have the time for that. All right, folks. Did I miss anything? Let's just go here. I'll share this tab in a second. Let's make sure that I'm not being told. I don't know what this is. Who's he laughing at? Who? Oh my God. Twitter's not working, folks. Have I not been sharing screen? I talked Pepe. John? All right. Definitely don't share this screen. All right. I'm going to go back. Have I not been sharing any of the screen? Oh my God. Let's go. You guys are yelling at me, aren't you? Oh boy. Oh boy. All of that reading and no screen share. Holy shit. I'm so disappointed. Oh my God. Fucking, there's 45 of you people stuck with me while I read probably like this for fucking 15 minutes. I guess I should just turn this into a podcast. Oh my God. 20 minutes. I talked about Pepe. We talked about that early on. Thank you, Mike. I have a very nice voice. All right, guys. Well, look, damn it. You know what? I got to give somebody my phone number. And you guys, and I'll have my phone right here. And somebody needs to text me. Who wants my phone number? That will show up every day and just text me when my dumbass doesn't share the screen. Damn it. You should. I'm going to actually, Mike, I will be doing the podcast again. Should I just put the audio of this show on the podcast? I know some of you will probably listen to this on YouTube as you drive. I do need a wingman. Check your. Where is my phone? Oh, that's hilarious. Did you try calling me? Actually, you know what? Crypto for Change does have my phone number. Don't give that out, crypto. It seems like you did try to call me. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Well, look, I do have somebody trying to help. Next time, text, even though my phone fell out of my pocket. I didn't even know. Guys, look, whatever. It's an hour of your life. We hung out. You heard what I was saying. This was supposed to be better. This was supposed to get better as I did it. But see, what I didn't account for is that this is early as hell and my brain sucks. Oh my God. I mentioned this the other day. My brain's okay. But I mentioned this the other day in the incredible amount of discipline it takes for me to do this show Monday through Friday because I have to be up at 4:30. I have to do everything right in order to be like bright and shiny at 4:30 in the morning. And I'm still getting used to it. It's actually getting better. I feel better. I'm not like, it's good. It's good. I enjoy it. I'll tell you guys this for the 41 of you, that stuck around through this. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a little story, and then we're gonna hang up. It's not a good story, but it's just I thought it was funny. So I mentioned yesterday I was gonna maybe listen to a podcast on my hike, and then I realized as I was saying that I was like, oh no, I'm actually going to have a buddy with me on my run. So I'll be talking. I won't be listening. And so my buddy comes over. He has like a backpack, and he like empties some stuff out, and then he puts like I put like we could drink some coffee at the top of the mountain, and have some chats. Have a little chat on top of a mountain. Drink a cup of coffee after our hike, and we come home. I come back to my place, and he's like, "Oh, I got to come in." I was like, "Oh, okay." And then because he was just going to leave, he's like, "I got to get my CDs." I said, "What?" He goes, "Oh, I got to grab my CDs." I said, "You have to grab your CDs? What do you even mean?" And we go upstairs, and I guess he took them out because he didn't want to carry them in his backpack because it was heavy. And he had a stack of like this big of CDs still in the plastic cases that he carries around with him in his backpack. This man had like 15 CDs that he was traveling around with in his backpack. Do any of you still use CDs? Does anybody use CDs? I thought that was so crazy to me. I don't know why I thought that was so crazy, but you guys don't care. Nobody cares. All right. Okay. Get some readers. Wouldn't that be sad? I'll just go to like CVS and just get like really sad, like old man glasses. Oh, I don't like it. But for real, like if I'm in the corner kind of doing that, it's less noticeable. But if I'm full screen and you guys are like, this asshole's not sharing the screen, and I'm like, so this is like the crease. Oh yeah. So BitBoy called him a pig. Muskovitz. Shit. I'm part of the problem. All right. Okay, good. Thank you, Mike. No CDs. Dude's got to be 55 years old. He's not, which was crazy. He's older than I am. Another thing. It was Daisy. Daisy DMs me after my birthday, and I think who was it? It was either John or it was Crypto for Change, or it was one of you guys. And you guys, and somebody, congratulated me for turning 50. And I just in stride was like, thank you so much. And I guess I didn't refute that. And then it was Daisy. I'm calling him out. He reaches out to me and he goes, "Hey man, my wife and I were like, what the fuck? Coop looks so good." He's like, "I thought you looked good for 40. I can't believe how good you look for 50. And yeah, no, I'm not 50. Okay. Jesus Christ. I'm not close to 50. All right. I'm far away from 50. I went gray premature. Jesus. Motherfuckers. CDs in the car. And Mort has CDs in the car. And then it starts to make sense because my buddy's got an old Jeep. All right. And he's rocking his old Jeep. He's going to ride that thing into the ground. And it's got a CD player in it. All right. And he has to carry him out because he's worried about people stealing his CDs. Nobody's going to steal your CDs, bro. But maybe, this is Los Angeles. And he had the top off because it's been nice weather. And he was parking the car outside and didn't want to leave anything in the car. So it makes sense. Okay, Chris, so you guys all got CDs. My wife tried to make like art out of it, like she felt weird about because she collected her CDs for so long. So she tried to make these like art pieces that we forced on our wall with like all the CD covers like next to each other, like a little collage. 60, yes. 60. Ever since I started taking true Niagen, or however you pronounce it. Ever since I started taking that, I'm turning 65 next week. But I look great. I look great for 65. I did tell that story about that woman that would lie ahead, like make herself older so people would tell her she looked good. Now, I do have a record player and I do have records in a closet. You got to go further. I mean, CDs might be better, guys. Crypto for Change wants everyone to go buy Pepe and get dumped on. So, Crypto for Change, are you being paid by those whales to be to provide exit liquidity? Are you one of the 49ers? I am, sir. I'm not 49, but I am a 49er fan. No, Mike, not 49. Analog recordings are better than digital. Damn, Coop. I sent you 50 happy birthday algos. I want my 10 algos back. There we go. I'm a little older than 40, but not by much. I am the one who knocks. All right, guys. Look, I blew it. I didn't share my screen for longer than usual. Pepe is the most Web3 thing I've ever seen. Well, this is the deal about Pepe. John really wants me to talk about Pepe again. He missed the beginning of the show, I think. This is what I'll say about Pepe. I know nothing about the token other than a lot of my friends are into it and I think making money off of it. So if you know how to do that, that's awesome. Another thing I know about the Pepe, is that it's fucking hilarious. It's been consistently hilarious for years. Every damn time I see it. Who was it? It was like on an Elon Musk tweet just last night. And then it was kind of like Obi-Wan Kenobi Pepe out on like this beautiful field. And it's hysterical every single time. Like a Pepe and a floaty. You know what I mean? It's just so funny. And it's consistent. It's better than the dog. Pepe, see, this is when crypto gets ridiculous, because if you start analyzing like certain obscure things, like you're like, all right, so Dogecoin was hilarious and that's why everybody loved it, right? Dogecoin was hilarious. It was hilarious. And those memes were hilarious. And all of that stuff, you could go to the sites and it would just be like, go to StockTwits and it'd just be all just so much hysteria, and Twitter and everything. It was just all hysterical. And now, unfortunately for Dogecoin, it's no longer that funny, right? It's just, we're over it. We know it. And Pepe is stepped in, and this is the next thing that is genuinely deeply funny in the meme coin thing. Shiba is not funny. Shiba is not funny. And Flocky, all of the dog derivatives weren't funny. Only Doge was. And now we're moving on to the frogs, and Pepe is the only funny. And there's going to be a bunch of derivatives that don't. So at least Pepe is genuinely funny. That's the meme coin analysis that you've all been waiting for. Now, unfortunately for Pepe, in comparison to Doge, Doge is a actual blockchain, proof of work, in fact. It's a OG in the space. It's been funny for a long time. It's been around for a long time. There's an actual robustness to that tech, and Pepe is just an ERC20, which a bunch of dudes had an opportunity to spend a few $100 on super early, and then it caught fire, and now you can trade your way to profits, and you can bag hold to oblivion. All right? So be a trader. If you're in Pepe, not financial advice. Don't think that you're going to long hold Pepe like it's Apple. Doge is definitely dusty tech, but Doge has been in trouble several times, but it is still, you still have to mine it. You still, it's proof of work. Saved by Digibyte and Litecoin back in the day. Bag hold to oblivion. The name of Crypto for Change's new YouTube channel. He's going from Crypto for Change to bag hold to oblivion. Squashed frog. Pepe, bigger, better than Apple. You're allowed to hold Apple through thick and thin. You're not allowed to hold Pepe forever. Number 1 buying Ant Miners to get Doge. At least no one I've ever spoken to. I should make that change. Memes transcend time. Well, I mean, look, out of anything in the meme world in crypto, Pepe is the top frog. All right, there you go. And you can call yourself Crypto for Change in your new show called Baghole to Oblivion. You can call yourself the top frog. You're welcome. Don't get caught holding your Pepe, guys. You can't see my hands. You don't know what I'm holding. The Egyptians knew what was up. Yeah, because, yeah. Sure, there's a Pepe meme somewhere in Egypt. That's right. That's right. Do you think the Egyptians know about Pepe? Guess it's time to dump all my utility tokens and go shit coining. They're doing it, Chris. They're definitely doing it. There's a hysteria. It's good. We're marking a very brutal top, right? Right now, this is the mark of a top. And I think, and this is definitely not financial advice because I could get dusted on this. I do think we're in for some pain. But you be careful because there could be a quick reversal. And if it's this, if it only it just let's look real quick and then we'll and then we're gonna sign off because I gotta wake my kids up. It's almost 7:30. I've been really making this an hour and a half show these days. Okay, so futures not looking great. The VIX is up. That's not futures, sorry. The market is down almost 1% in the NASDAQ. S&P 500 is down about 30 points. Not great. Peter Lynch talks about regrets. The 10 years pushing down a bit. Tesla's going down on a Tuesday. Oh, well, what's this? Can you guys see this? Look at that. I caught it. Look at this, guys. No immediate path forward. CFTC to Binance after launching legal action. Kristen Johnson, commissioner at the CFTC, said the regulator has been in conversations with Binance to address its concerns about the company's conduct. She said the regulator hopes to find a path forward in the legal battle with crypto exchange Binance. However, at this stage, there's no immediate path forward. The CFTC sued Binance last month, alleging the platform solicited users in the U.S. Through its platform and allowed them to trade derivatives despite not being authorized to do so. Okay, so she hopes that there's a path forward in the regulator's legal battle with the crypto exchange Binance, noting that no decision has been taken yet on whether to settle the case or take it to court. So they may settle. Kristen Johnson, commissioner at CFTC, said that the regulator conversations with Binance to address its concerns about the company's conduct. CFTC sued Binance. Binance said it would stop operating in 2019. I want to be really careful not to prejudge what will actually happen in the litigation. And I want to say that typically, in the context of any litigation, we're always ready to have conversations and typically even ahead of the litigation. We've been in continuing conversations with the business to describe what we understand is potentially problematic conduct and to give them an opportunity to explain that conduct and to help us find a path forward. As of the moment, we can conclude that there is not an immediate path forward. That doesn't mean there couldn't be one, and hopefully there will be one. No response from Binance on this article. On Monday, Coinbase filed that suit, making good on a vow made by Brian Armstrong last week to take the regulator to court. Coinbase suggested the regulator should be forced to clarify whether it would allow the crypto industry to be regulated under existing securities laws. Johnson says she hopes that Congress will step in to introduce crypto-specific rules soon. I do think that we'll have to be really careful to have dynamic regulation that is not just responsive to the asset classes that we see in the market today, but that gives us the flexibility and capability to respond as entrepreneurs and innovators, coders, and developers of software protocols continue to release more and more interesting asset classes and products in financial markets. Okay, so we really want to be regulated by the CFTC because they seem to be somewhat reasonable about innovation and entrepreneurs. Under immediately existing laws, there is provision to understand how securities laws would apply. There is provision to understand how securities laws would apply to any digital assets that qualify as securities, and those the same in the context of commodities. Okay. However, she added, it's imperative that Congress step up and make plain what their preference is in terms of how to deal with the spot market oversight. I think that's the singular space. If we went very narrow, specifically to your uncertainty point, that spot market oversight, that definitional piece is very critical. And I think it's helpful for us if Congress assists us and give us that guidance. Okay. So it seems like the CFTC is sort of saying the same thing as the crypto industry, and the SEC is on an island, unless you guys see that differently. But that's what I see. Let's just look at this real quick. Is there anything in CoinDesk? Let's not leave you. I'm already so late. Might as well just see. Okay, so now we're worried about the 50-day moving average. So the 50-day is 27,244, and we're on our way to it. 27,312. So if the algos are looking at 27,244, we could see a flush down. Yeah, like what they're saying right here. A break below this would call into question the bull market strength, while a consolidation below 26.6 could be the prologue to a more profound decline. So if we start consolidating under 26.6, it's not time to get excited. So 26.6, then we'll start looking at 25.2. Yeah, we're in a downward trend. So the real battlefield looks like, and we'll probably get there this week. The way crypto moves, we'll probably get there. We could get there today. Probably not today. But 25.2 is the real battleground. And you pay attention at 25.2 and what it does. But they're saying if that 50-day moving average continues to hold, we may get a new leg higher. The recent breakout in March above 25.2 and the positive weekly MACD support a bullish intermediate term bias with next major resistance near 36,000, 35.9. All right. There we go. Well, I'm gonna keep watching 27.3 right now, and Ethereum is looking like it's gonna test 18. XRP is down, and there we go. We can keep looking. Everything is sorted down. Cardano's under 38 cents. John's favorite Dogecoin under 8. Apto's pushing down. Stellar pushing down. Polygon under $1. Solana testing 20. Polkadot going down. Litecoin, a lot of 8s. All right. Okay. That's it. All right, guys. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. A turtle will moon if Gensler resigns. Yeah, a turtle would be good, Chris. I like that. He kind of looks like a turtle. He's got his Pepe secured, generational wealth. How are you doing on your Pepe crypto for change? Are you up? Are you down? What's going on? How do you feel about your Pepe bag right now? Is Pepe let's look here before I go. Pepe. It's ranked 2,618. Down 23%. So in the last 24 hours, not looking great. Let's see the 7-day. Okay. There we go. 420. And then it kind of got down here. So if you bought around here, you're still feeling good. So there you go. There's your Pepe chart. The 7-day. Here's a month. And you don't need a month. I think you just need just barely over 7 days. But there you go. So here was the real place to buy it. How many zeros? 7, 6. So 8 zeros. 7 zeros. I don't care. All right. So there's Pepe. It's funny. It's beautiful. We love you. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys. In fact, look at that discount. I'll buy more. Don't show it to me. Don't show it. Don't show it to me. I'll buy more. Generational wealth loading. All right, don't show it to me. I'll buy more. Fact. Look at that discount. I would never trade Algo Gold for a crap ERC20 token. Fighting words. Maximus versus Crypto for Change in the Octagon. $25 more Pepe secured. What are the gas fees on $25 of Pepe? Have a great day, Coop. You too, Mort. Great to see you. Great to see all of you. What are the gas fees on a 25? If I wanted to buy $25 worth of Pepe, how much are the fees? Crypto. No. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. And you just hold it on MEXC because you're trading it. You're joking. You're not holding this forever. You are trusting MEXC with your generational wealth. Is that what you're doing, Crypto for Change? Yeah, because he's not moving it off, folks. He's leaving his Pepe. All of you Pepe maximalists, this heathen is just holding his Pepe on a centralized exchange. Oh, did you move it? But you had to pay gas to move it off of MEXC, right? Holding for my son. Daddy, what did you do for me? I got you Pepe, my son. Look at this funny meme. And your Pepe token is worth 0.00000000000. We hope a guy named Ted in Uganda doesn't sell. Just as long as Ted in Uganda doesn't sell, then generational wealth locked. Imagine the wealth when he was 18. Oh man, your wife is crazy. I don't see how you get away with this stuff. I got so much shit. When I tried talking to her about Algo the other day with the Bittrex lawsuit, she was like, "Fuck you." She didn't say "fuck you," but you could see like what have you gotten us into? She's like, none of this stuff is worth anything. She's like, the only thing that makes any sense, and it's because she met Natalie Brunell, the Bitcoin girl that came on, gal that came onto my show, and that woman really convinced her of Bitcoin. Something that I did as well, but she felt good about Bitcoin after this woman explained it to her. And Natalie's very impressive on how she breaks down. She's on Fox News all the time now, talking about Bitcoin. But What is these costumes? Oh, sorry. My wife said we could role play Pepe. Now I'm just like, what is she, the pond? And then you just walk in like this. About to hop in the pond, baby. Ribbit. All right, there you go. She's dressed as Doge. They're gonna wrestle. All right, guys. Well, go ahead. Go scroll through Crypto for Change's Twitter timeline. Get some visuals. Find a picture of him and his wife. Get the good visual. Picture her in a Doge outfit and him in a little froggy outfit, and them kind of bumping uglies, folks. I appreciate you guys. It's been a fun morning. Take care of your children. Don't forget the strap on so you can feel what Pepe investors are going to feel like. Maximus just drives it right on home, folks. You guys are the best, honestly. I've lost. There's only about 4 of you left, but the 4 of you that are here, you're the best. You're the best. I appreciate it. Have fun, everybody. David, Crypto for Change. Have fun with your wife tonight. Paint yourself green. Have her, mount a rocket like Doge. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. I'll see you guys. Peace. Today is Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll figure this out. It's all going to be good. Tomorrow, I dedicate tomorrow to no sharing problems. I do not want to have any sharing problems tomorrow. That's what we're going to do next time.